Cafe Roll Books, House Train, Italy, 1991 by Tony Davis. Published in June 2021. 36 pages, staple bound as usual. First edition, 14 by 20 centimetres. An important book, an important photographer. Tony Davis was renowned for covering the rave scene in, I think, around the Midlands area. He would do the warehouse parties, he would do them on their travels to parties like at service stations. A very candid approach to capturing this movement of people, the music scene of the time. This book is about a train journey, and it's about ravers on their way to Rimini to Club Cocoricò, which is a very famous nightclub, a massive nightclub. I think it holds over 6,500 people in Rimini in Italy. The journey documents the people on the way there having a party and all the fun and shenanigans of that journey. The train leaves from Genoa, goes to Turin and Milan, then heads down to Rimini to the nightclub. Now, I think the picture story came about through The Guardian. I think The Guardian commissioned Tony to get on the train and shoot the book. But I also think The Guardian commissioned the train to go down to Rimini. I'm not too sure on that. But anyway, it's full of people enjoying themselves. There's some lovely candid imagery in the book and very close and compact. Now, what I've read of Tony, he's got this, his style wasn't really intrusive at all. What I think he did was, reading in some of his interviews, that when he was at the parties, he wouldn't just sort of steam in with his flash gun and say, oh, look, I'm a photographer, here I am, and start snapping away. I think he used to be part of it and dance and get involved and then just sort of wait for his opportunity to get a picture. So people almost accepted him as part of them, not as a sort of wandering photographer in the same club as them. It's a very special series of images as well. Not just this, but the whole rave culture scene which he's documenting. He's becoming really well known now because of this, and there's a sort of resurgence over the last few years where Tony's put his work online now, and people have started to take notice, and it's brilliant. You know, I'm really pleased with him. I think they're really beautifully executed for the probably, obviously the lighting conditions must have been quite tricky as well, and it doesn't look like he was using too fast a film. Obviously a bit of flash in places, which is a bit apparent in some of them, but he's got the right type of film for it as well. It's just nice and clean and crisp, and really good use of the technique he uses to get people to realise he was part of the scene, so they weren't uncomfortable about having the photographs taken. One quote which I read in an interview a while back was really nice, and what he said about the sort of resurgence of these images coming to prominence now in the media is he loves the thought of the people looking at these from 30 years ago, and they've had time in their lives to pause, they've had kids, they've got a job, they're working, and this picture's like memories for them and takes them back to a time and really showing how they felt from that period. And it was just like Molly McIndoe stuff, you know, it's just music and happiness and brings people together. Music is amazing for that. And I think this, especially in the next generation and future generations, this book's going to be really important, as well as his work. He has got stuff on the British Cultural Archive. I'll put a link on it. But I just wanted to quickly just run through and make you aware of this book and get you buying it and making you aware of Tony Davis's work. I think it's special. I love the fact that he's taken the time in his life to go and do this, and I think it's a really important piece of social documentary. Well done, Tony. Thank you.
We are floored, we are bound down, see us, careless corpse, see us, steal dawn, we are storm. We are storm. See us born, see us wind down, see us fly low to our blind